Oh boy, here we go again. Hi everybody, it's James Schofield. We're going to do some streaming tonight. Just loading up the game right now. Hopefully everybody is having a good start to your weekend. I figure, why go out when I can stay in and help save Faerun? Right? So we're going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. A little bit of recap to anybody who hasn't been watching, which, you know, I don't blame you. It's okay. But a little bit of a recap. We are in our Act 2 honor mode playthrough right now. Playing with Grugan Shadowshield, who is my dwarf war cleric. Based him off of my D&D character that I play on Wednesday nights in my D&D group that I'm in online. And so he's been working out pretty well, actually. I've kind of built him up. Pretty good build. Well, pretty okay build so far. Still working on him, but yeah, I mean, he's got some really nice overall attacks that he can do. He can pack a punch if he just needs to kind of hit with melee. He's got some pretty decent spell. He's got a pretty decent spell block at his disposal. I went ahead and, of course, Toll the Dead is like my favorite cantrip. I don't know why, but it's just, I think it's because of the dice. I mean, it's got a pretty freaking awesome, I mean, Eldritch Blast is a close second for me as cantrips go, but Toll the Dead, I mean, oh, I love it. I think also because I don't have to do a dice roll, they have to do a dice roll on it, and I suck at rolling dice in real life, so it's like, yes, I get to make somebody else do it and make you do the saving throw. Thank God. But anyway, so I have Grugan Shadowshield. He's been going pretty well. Has some decent healing. Anyway, played through, had to kill Lae'zel, unfortunately, but it's honor mode, so I couldn't, of course, go back and change that decision, but hey, that's life. What else have I been doing? Oh, romanced Wyll. Wyll is my boyfriend, my boy toy. He's the only one out of all the other companions that I have not ever romanced, so I was like, you know what? That's not right. That's not fair to Wyll. He's a good character too, and I never actually played with him. I think that's why I didn't romance him, because I never really play with him in a playthrough. I usually play as a wizard. I usually play with Gale, because, you know, he has sculpt spells, of course, so he can, you know, do AoE damage without hurting his opponent or hurting his companions. So yeah, so I have him. I have Wyll that I'm going to be playing with as well, so he's my boyfriend in this one, which is fun. And yeah, so overall, let's go ahead and we'll continue the journey. I am already regretting some decisions in Act 2. I headed over to Moonrise Towers, kind of almost right out the gate. And I was like, you know what? I've never done a wisdom, any sort of wisdom check against Zarel when she's kind of probing in my mind. I'm like, I'm going to do that. Yeah, in honor mode. Let's go ahead and turn her hostile. And here's the only issue with that is I did pass the check, but then she was like, "Oh crap, guards!" Da da da. She was surprised in combat, but the paladins around her were not surprised. So yeah, and I am grossly outmatched for Moonrise Towers right now. So yeah, that almost ended really badly, but it's okay. I managed to get out with Astarion. I had him drink a potion of invisibility. Oh yeah, that's crap. I forgot that Shadowheart I set up Death Ward, so she's dead. I should probably bring her back to life before I continue playing. Yeah, so it's not been a good time. Zarel went ahead and made me drop my weapon, so yay for that, but that's okay because I still have Faithbreakers, so that's fun. We'll just use Faithbreaker for the time being. And you know what? I think I'm going to end up getting a shield this time because, I mean, yeah, I mean, at this point, my armor class is 16. I need to beef that up to 18, I think. That'll help me a lot. But yeah, it's not been looking. I've been making some really big rookie mistakes that I should not be making after playing this game for over 600 hours, which I know are rookie numbers these days with this game. But you know what? I'm a little ashamed at some of the things that I've been doing. So Moonrise is now off the table. I did manage to buy some stuff from that trader there, and I got the 3 soul coins, which was really sad. Made me very, very sad. Oh, shut up, Withers. Having to hear those stories just to get these soul coins made me so depressed. I was like, dang, man. I swear, I love this game, though, because it's like real D&D where, like, whenever I'm DMing and people want to do, like, really evil stuff, I kind of am like, are you sure you want to do that? And then if they do, I, like, come up with, like, some of the worst stuff to make them feel so guilty for doing it, right? And that's what they do here. I'm like, oh, yeah, let's give you these soul coins, but you got to hear their stories. And I'm like, oh, my God, no. It was terrible. But that's okay. If you are watching, welcome. I just started playing again. Feel free to say hi in the chat. I do have my chat open on my other screen over here. This is my bedroom setup, though. Full disclosure. I love that I can do it this way. I got my little webcam and little microphone and all that fun stuff. But then I've got my laptop right next to me so I can see all the chats and all that good junk. Pretty simple setup. I need to do some more advanced stuff, I know. I've had all the bots coming in to make sure to tell me that I can get great graphics and everything through them. But I'm eventually going to do that, but honestly, like right now, I'm just hanging out. So it's, you know, leave it like this. I like it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. You know, I'm here to play the game and just hang out with people. So if you're watching right now, feel free to say hi in the chat and let's talk about stuff. We can talk about whatever you want. It doesn't even just have to be about Baldur's Gate 3. I am a nerd and a geek. So let's talk about science and let's talk about science fiction. Anyway, let's see. What do I want to do? I would like to collect one of my fallen companions. I love that they talk about.
This is the price of balance.
Yeah, here's the gold.
Now find them. Dost thou require anything else? By doom and dusk.
Rise. Ooh, I like how that sounds in this microphone. Rise. This is not a bad mic, I gotta say. I am pleasantly surprised by it.
Should have worn better boots.
There we go. All right. Shadowheart's back, so that's good. We like that. We did not do well overall, though, in that battle. So I got to figure out what I want to do now. I don't know. I think we're still in okay enough shape that we can go do some other stuff. Yeah, we're okay. I mean, maybe we should long rest. That might be a better idea. Yeah, we'll do a little long. We'll take a little nappy poo, okay? Let's see if anybody's pissed off. I don't think they are. No, they're not. We're good. Someone in camp still wishes to speak to me, but I see no Oh, you're all the way back here. Okay. Oh, of course it's Gale. What do you want? I did not mean to pick up that ball, but okay.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private. Gladly.
All right, sure, I'll do it, but I'm just letting you know I'm already involved with Wyll.
You will find him.
All right, let's go ahead and take our nappy poo. And let's go find some Gale. I'm trying to remember who it is. Wow, I've got a lot of drop frames lately. That's weird. You know, it's probably because I'm running a lot more. I'm running some more stuff for some reason. I don't know. Whatever. Point is, I was looking at stuff about Gale and
I
everything.
love this time of
I
night.
think we were having a conversation like
There's an almost
of Gale's
reverent
sexuality,
silence
and I'm
that
going to guess that
accompanies
Gale's
the peak of
pansexual.
darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity,
The cradle of eternity.
the timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies.
Oh, don't give me that look, Gale. I'm already involved.
Indeed. The curse is still present, of course. Just veiled and at arm's length for now. Not a trick I can repeat often, but tonight is different.
Oh, that's right. This is when I
This
could
may be my last night alive.
try to cheese it out and
I wanted it to be under a canopy of
finish the game and get the gold dice right now. I'm not going to do that, though. That's
Wonder.
terrible.
I thought
That's a
this place
terrible
might
way to
bring
do
peace.
it.
I thought it might make the weight of what I must
Just
do
like I was
feel a
watching,
little
like,
lighter.
some people doing like ridiculous playthroughs. Like this guy
I'm
did
not so
honor
sure.
mode. I can't remember what the exact rules were, but first of all, most of the time he was in his undies for some reason. And it was a lot of class changing. Like there was one where it was like, they were all bards and they basically like vicious mockeried them to death and stuff. It was weird, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to try to keep it honest, try to keep, have it be an honest victory as if I was playing like an actual D&D campaign. It has been tempting though.
Babe or crone, coward or hero, death is assured. Mistra's forgiveness is not. If you knew the end was near, would you not want to ensure it had meaning?
Well, maybe, but
I am
I don't know if I'd
terrified. I will not claim otherwise.
willingly give my life for
My
that.
face could scarcely conceal it, even if my words sought to deny it. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms.
Yeah, you don't have to die.
Yes, but there is so much to live for and so few moments in which to house it all.
I suppose, but
Damn you.
you're right. Gale
Damn
is a
you for
cutie.
giving me
I
so
do
much
agree
to
with
care
that.
about, our friends, our
And I did
adventures.
like when I did my playthrough in I Romance
This would have
Gale.
been
That
so
was
much
a
easier if
very
it was
beautiful
just
one.
me.
I
But
did
it
the whole
isn't.
astral love scene and everything.
There is a way.
It was really
anyway,
beautiful.
To save all that's grown dear to me, I want to seize it.
And I
I
think
cannot fathom.
my headcanon
might
is
be other than
afterward,
to fail
when he
this
becomes
drug and
professor and
damn
all
the
that
world.
stuff. I think there's times when he starts to try to get a
Stay
little
with me,
grandiose again. And my character
I don't
kept him
wanna
in
think
check
it
all
anymore,
those
but I don't
years.
want to be alone either.
Yeah. He takes a little bit of warming up. I will say though, Astarion was the number one for me when so the first time, like my first introduction to Baldur's Gate was my ex-wife was playing it. She was like obsessed, well, with a lot of certain women were obsessed with Astarion, and she was as well. And I didn't see it. I was like, I don't see the appeal. Like he's so freaking annoying when I first started watching. But then as you play through, it's like, oh my Lord. Hold on one second. What are you doing, kitty? I have my kitty now. But yeah, with Astarion, it was like he had definitely warmed up to him like crazy. Like by the time Cazador came up, oh my Lord. Yep, yeah, exactly. I was the same way. I was like, I hate Astarion. I hate him. But he was so effective as a rogue. So that was my thing. I was like, dang it, though. He's so good. I had to keep him in my party. So I kept him. And then eventually I was like, as the story progressed, I was like, oh, now I know why he is the way he is. And I was just like so sad. And I felt so guilty for not liking him before. And I was just like, oh. I'll hang out with you. I mean, we're not dating though, because again, I'm dating Wyll in this one. Oh yeah. Shadowheart was my first. It was funny because I remember when I first started playing, because again, I was playing with my ex-wife when I first started playing, And I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna romance Shadowheart. And she warned me, like, I guess Shadowheart is like super hard to romance because she like don't take no shit. But my first playthrough, for some reason, like every decision I made was apparently apparently I'm the perfect man for Shadowheart, because it was not hard at all for me. I like got her in on like super easy. Oh crap, I'm in the camp where everybody's spread out. Damn, that sucks. I got a star in there. Well, can I make this work? Oh yeah, there's Karlach, there's Wyll. Yeah, I can make this work. Cool. Yeah, Karlach is hard. Karlach is the hardest one, I think, because you got to like time it right. You know, that's where it is with Karlach, is you got to have like the perfect timing. And it's like, I think the other thing too is like my headcanon stuff gets in the way with some stuff. So like, for instance, Astarion, when I was romancing him, I knew that he, you know, he was okay with poly if you brought it up, right? But like my headcanon was like, Astarion's only saying that though for acceptance. Like he's not actually cool with it. So I wasn't cool with doing it. Although I will say Halsin was the one exception. I love Halsin. So I did do a poly relationship with Halsin and Astarion. Because I feel like that relationship, Astarion would love Halsin just as much as he loves me. So that one would be like a true love triangle, I guess. I love, you know, as nature intended, right? Yeah, I think so. I believe so. Yeah, I will willingly admit to the internet that I am a straight man who's not into like hentai or anything, but the Halsin love scene, I was like, whew, that's steamy. I do have to say. You go ahead and take Karlach's place.
I was beginning to feel...
Oh, I'm surprised. I thought my mic was going to pick up. My kitty right now is meowing. Yeah, right? It's like, okay. I see you, Halsin. That as nature intended. I just want to get a shirt with Halsin on it, and it just says as nature intended.
What now?
Oh my gosh, the bear thing. Oh my gosh. Did I do a playthrough with the... Yep, I did. I will shamelessly admit that I did a playthrough with the bear.
My faith protects me.
Cool. Let's go ahead and level her up as well. I did do one playthrough with the Emperor, of course. Had to do that. Let's see, what do we want to... Trying to think here. I think I already did that one, yeah. Ones that don't require concentration. That might be interesting. Yeah, whatever. Just leave it the way it is. But yeah, I did get freaky with the Emperor once. That happened. What are you gonna do though?
Got a long road ahead.
You know what? I think I'm gonna switch these spells up here before we leave. And then I am gonna have Karlach.
What's on your mind?
Oh, Karlach, I love you so much.
No room in your party. What should I do? Now we're talking.
He is, but then again, I also think like about how long he's been around, and I'm just thinking like eventually when you get to the point where you've been around for as long as he has, with the kind of powers that he has, like eventually I feel like anybody would just kind of become that. Like he's playing, as some people say about a certain other leader right now, he's playing 4D chess. But I feel like the Emperor really is doing that. Like, but it's to the point where it's to the detriment of other people, because he's thinking so kind of like high level that he's not thinking about the people that it's affecting. So it's, you know, it's complicated. So like, for instance, with him killing what's his face. Oh my gosh, the freaking Gith. What's his name? Why? How am I spacing on his name? Yeah, no, I still will. The Emperor definitely is higher. No, yeah. Is it Morpheus? Is that his name? Yeah, the gift that he's got, what that he's using for the astral prism. Orpheus, right? Yeah, Orpheus. That's what it is. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to look it up. But anyway, point is, he's pretty great. But like having him like, I got to eat this guy's brain. It's like, why? Because my other thing thinking about it is like, you can convince Orpheus to become illithid as well. So if I were the Emperor, I'd be like, I mean, 2 illithids going toe to toe instead of just one would probably make more sense. Like, instead of being able to eat him, just, you know, I don't know. This is my thought process. Let's switch some spells around, shall we? Because I think I want to... Oh, I already did do Animate Dead. Okay, cool. We're good. I've never done any of those summon kind of spells like that. I don't know why. But we're going to see what we can do here. We're going to try some things out. Do I really need Revivify? I don't think I need Revivify. I think I have so much... Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I've done it. I've convinced Orpheus that everything's fine and not to kill me. And then I've also convinced him to become a Lithid. And I was like, yeah, it's for the good of your people. Like, you know? So I did think about that. Ooh, do I want to bestow... Ooh, no, I don't need that until later. I need some AoE stuff. So let's do a glyph. Let's do our glyph of warding. Yeah, let's do a glyph of warding. You know what? I will shamelessly admit I've never played Mass Effect. That's one of the games that I've not. I mean, I used to be like prior to Mass Effect, I used to play a lot of games in my younger years. I was big on what was it? Black Ops 2 was like one of my big games. And then I did I grew up playing Diablo. Yeah, him becoming illithid. I mean, he's, you know, as far as Gith go, he's a pretty stand-up guy. But yeah, I grew up playing like Diablo 2. Like, those were my first like kind of LAN parties, were me playing Diablo. And then I played Final Fantasy games, and I was, like I said, I played Black Ops 2. I played what else have I played? I don't know. I played a lot of stuff. But, you know. Well, I'm 38. I'm getting up there. Why, how old did you think I was? Alright, you know what? What level am I? I forget. Let's check this sheet. Level 6. Can I pull this off? Yeah, no, it's not that old. I'm getting there, though. I'm working my way up. Alright, so this Toll House. Let's do some get some Toll House cookies. This might be the end of my honor mode. We'll see. Do I have... Oh, wait. You know what? Before I do anything, do I have any potions of invisibility just to be on the safe side? I mean, worst case, Astarian's got his shrouded. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. We'll be okay. We will be okay. I believe in myself. I think I am good to go. So I was watching Wyll makes you grit your teeth. Why? What's wrong with Wyll? I feel like Wyll, like, I remember like they were talking about like playtesting and stuff, and at first like everybody like hated him because he was like a huge dick. But like I feel like they made him so freaking vanilla now. You know? Okay, here's the deal. I forget, this is charisma stuff, right? So I'm gonna try, because I think I got high charisma with this. Oh wait, what am I doing with... No, charisma's only 10 with the Astarian. What am I... Oh my goodness, what am I thinking? Alright, Wyll. You're going in first, buddy boy.
No one stopped me yet.
Alright, we're gonna stay down here. So as to not... Yeah, okay.
Sharp as ever.
So we're going to try this out. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this romance with him goes. Because like I said, I've never actually romanced him before. So we'll see what happens. We're going to go up here. We're going to talk to this lady. Hello, Miss Tollhouse. Tollhouse cookies. Let's see if I can,
What do you bring?
Yeah, he did. I mean, he sided with a devil for the greater good, you know? And I feel like that's kind of what a lot of warlocks end up doing.
I require good.
Yeah, you do. All right, we're going to see if we can do this.
You can pass, but first you must pay.
Oh, boy. This is when I get nervous.
No, no, no. You must pay.
There you go.
All that you have.
Oh, shoot. I forgot I was supposed to look over stuff so I can be like, hey, I'm actually the toll guy. Crap. Oh, well. Mizora is. I may have done that one playthrough too. Crap, I screwed up.
You may pass the river, but first you must pay.
Ooh. Okay, I'm trying to remember. I'm going to try Warlock Persuasion, because I haven't done that. And let's see if we can do it. The flesh is weak, yes. Especially, I mean, for Mizora, oh my lord. And I gotta say, like, some of the cosplays that I've seen, holy crap. Like, some people make a really good cosplay of Mizora, like the wings and stuff. Like, I'm like, how do you make those? Like, that's not even a sexual thing at all. Like, literally, some of those Mizora ones, I'm like, holy crap. Like, they are, like, spot the frick on. It's nuts. I'm like, did you, like, 3D print yourself from a model of Mizora? Because, yeah, it's really cool. Like, they do a great job. I'm one of those people, like, in theory, I love cosplay in theory, but in practice, I would not be able to do it. I'm not, like, first of all, I'm a mix of being a perfectionist and also lazy, so it's just a dangerous combination. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Halloween, like, I think it's the, so, I think that's why, like, so I'm assuming that you're not American? Where are you from? All right, let's see if we can pull this off. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do. We're gonna need. Want all the help we can get here. Okay, so we need to roll an 11 or better. Oh, Danish. Very cool. Yeah. So in America, we also have. I mean, our conventions are huge here. I know that they're worldwide things, but like we have like our Comic-Con is amazing, and Halloween is another excuse, yeah, for cosplayers to dress up and all that good stuff. Yeah, we love our dress up here. Are you? I'm so glad that I have inspiration. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I still have inspiration. Okay, come on. I need just an 11. That's it. I need an 11. Okay, come on. Are you... Why do you hate me, Dice? Why do you hate me so? Thank you. So for Halloween, I didn't end up doing it because it's just too darn expensive, but my daughter is going as Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. And so I was going to actually go as Genu. So I was going to do a whole thing. But then I found out that the contacts alone are $30. And I was like, holy crap. Even $30 is for some contacts? Heck no.
The gold is not for me. The gold is for the toll. I collect the toll. I collect.
But it was cute though, because my daughter and I, because I've got obviously equipment and stuff, because I do voiceover. So my daughter and I recorded free from K-pop Demon Hunters together, and then I actually took the music video that Netflix has for it, and I dubbed us into it. So it was really cute. I had a lot of fun doing that. Do I want to do persuasion or deception? Yeah, so it depends. So I'm on 2 animation projects right now, indie animation projects, and then I do audiobooks as well. So I don't get much work right now, but it's been taking a back seat because I've been going through a lot of transitions and everything, and my kids have been with me a little bit more than usual because I have my ex-wife and all. So I've had them a little bit more. So I've been kind of taking a step back to kind of just be with them a little bit more. But for the most part, no. I mean, for voice acting, there's a ton of stuff that you can do. It's not just all limited, but I'm not like SAG-AFTRA or anything like that. So I'm not like doing anything big. I just do the occasional indie animation. I do an audiobook here and there. And, I just got a job doing broadcast, actually, not voiceover. I'm on the other end of it. I'm doing like camera operation and production, but so I'm doing that a little bit more as well. And I'm doing the live stream because I want to finish honor mode. so I've been keeping myself busy, but anyway, with all that, I wanted to do something special for my daughter. And so we did that together and it sounded pretty good. And I, did all the post-production to it. Like what's a gig pay? It depends. It depends on the role. Most indie animations are going to be, anywhere from like $50 to like $200, depending on, how big the role is. If it's, there's some indie animations that only pay like $25. you know, but, you know, obviously you do it for obviously the love of it and for the experience and all that. But yeah, typically I've seen them range from 50 to 200, just depending on the project. And then, you know, if you do commercial work instead, commercial work can go up to like $500,000, depending on which kind of work. Like if you get a broadcast one, a broadcast commercial, you know, that one usually pays out pretty well. But then you start to get into murky waters of licensing and all that good junk. I haven't gotten to that point yet. Audiobooks, though, can pay pretty well. Those usually are typically a per finished hour rate. So instead of them being like a flat rate like other ones, they'll be like what's it called? They'll be why am I losing my train of thought? Probably because I didn't drink. Yeah, I think I'm due for an energy drink at this point. I should have prepared. But anyway, but yeah, some gigs for audiobooks, usually those are about $50 per finished hour, which the rule of thumb, though, is per finished hour in audiobooks, you double every time, and that's how many actual hours it takes to do them. So per every finished hour is actually 2 hours of real work. So, you know, that's about $25 an hour, so it's not terrible. I had one that was paying $60 an hour per finished hour, so that was nice. So, yeah. There's a big market for scruffy white men dating services in Japan. I mean, I do know a little Japanese. I do know a little Japanese. So, and honestly, I've talked about it. You know, I've talked about like places like bucket list items, and I have thought about eventually moving to Japan. Especially now I've been seeing the ones where they've like got these like empty villages and things like that where the houses are super cheap just because they want to get people back. They're pretty secluded though, so I'd have to get like satellite internet and all that good junk. But I was like, that's not terrible. That does not sound like a terrible life at all. If I didn't have kids right now, I probably would debate doing that, because I mean everything else, like this year it's been a clean slate year. I kind of like everything gone pretty much for me. So I was like, yeah, I mean, if you know, I love my kids and I'm happy that I have them. If they weren't here though, I probably wouldn't be in the US anymore. I've thought about South Korea as well. Oh yeah, no, I know it would take a lot of time and a lot of effort for me to make a way, like a legitimate way in Japan instead of just visiting or something. But actually living there, yeah, there's a lot involved in that. But I've also been looking at I'd have to double check because it's been a while since I've checked, but I remember that Vancouver was like a big city in Canada for like anime voiceover, and I grew up on anime. I don't know if I would enjoy it. I haven't really attempted it too much yet, but like dubbing is a whole other ballgame, because it's like you've got still all the voice acting that you have to do. You still have your lines that you have to deliver a certain way and all that good stuff. But now you have the added effort of you don't have the animators that can edit something or that haven't even started yet, right? So it's like you got to get those lines down in a certain cadence and in a certain rhythm so it matches the lip flaps that are already done, because it's already been animated in Japan. So I've thought about, though, Vancouver. South Korea is also good for voice acting or voiceover in general. And obviously if I stay here in the US, there's always New York. I think Chicago has some decent stuff. LA, obviously. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is I've been regularly saying I don't belong in America. Because of the way that my views are. So I think that's another reason why it's just not going well here. Even though I've grown up here, born and raised. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I knew I'm free. You know, all that junk. But I don't know. At least the modern America is not something that meshes well with me. And so the culture is just not there. I'll be honest. Current American standards, everybody in the world except us is liberal. I mean, let's be real. It's pretty bad over here right now. So yeah. But on paper it's a great country, yes. But, you know, obviously not to get too political right now, but you know, we've got there's a lot of warning signs right now that we've got a dictatorship in the making. So it's a little scary over here right now. We have guardrails in place and we're really testing them, that's for sure. So yeah, no, I'm not saying that it's not better off than a lot of countries, but I mean the problem is you know, it's like not this has nothing to do with actual money, but it's like America right now to me is like the poorest rich person. Like, yeah, you're technically rich, but are you really compared to everybody else? And that really just has to do with more of like, it has nothing to do with our economy. It's more just has to do with our morals and ethics and pretty much everything else going on at our executive level. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the issue right now is that we are just like, so here's the issue. We always were so afraid of communism over here, right? We had the Red Scare and all that good stuff. Because we saw communism improperly applied, and so we were completely terrified of it. Now though, as our country has evolved, we are looking at how capitalism should not be applied. Because our country is a failed attempt at capitalism. They think, oh, we're the beacon of capital. Like, no, we're actually a failed attempt. Because one of the biggest issues with capitalism is that, and basically the whole point is that, hey, greed is good because me being greedy, no matter how much money I make, I'm going to want to make more. And in wanting to make more, I'm going to continually invest in the people below me. So the typical trickle-down economics that they say is so great for our country. Well, the problem that they keep neglecting is that when you get rich to a certain point, you become a freaking dragon and you just hoard everything. So you don't actually invest below you. You just try to find the bottom dollar and absolute cheapest of everything and try to hold on to as much money as possible instead of investing it further down. So capitalism does not work if you don't do that, though. So that's why we're, you know, in such terrible shape as well, and why we have a freaking awful businessman who has run every business he's ever done into the ground in charge of our country, who is also destroying a public landmark without the people's approval to build a freaking extravagant ballroom while his people are starving because now their food stamps are going to get cut off because the government shut down. But, you know, that's another reason why I'm playing Baldur's Gate, because I'm like, you know what? I get to go against an absolute power that's trying to take over the world, and I get to stop them before they do it. Oh, I know. And that's another issue here. We're dealing with a big cult of personality over here. And again, it's, you know, I've laid out, I still have to do a follow-up video because I did a protest video here. Well, no, I am fighting back. I actually did do, I couldn't attend. We're doing a No Kings protest here last Saturday, which ended up being the largest like nationwide protest ever. So yay. I think it was like 7 million was what they said people showed. I wasn't able to go. I had to work. I just got a new job, so it's like I really can't get out. But in solidarity, that week I posted a protest video. I actually burned an American flag. Big no-no over here. It's a big deal to burn an American flag. So I went ahead and did that. And I did with the video, though, I showed kind of what, I don't want to say it's not really reckless compliance, but I actually used the U.S. flag code as the reasoning for me destroying the flag or burning the flag, because I feel that it's a morally unserviceable flag at this point because it no longer represents freedom. It represents fascism. So I retired my flag and did it that way. And the backlash was pretty obvious. And, I was doing it also in response to Trump flat out telling law enforcement to start arresting people for burning the flag, which over here is actually protected as free speech in the Constitution. So he's blatantly saying, hey, violate the Constitution, arrest these people and jail them for a year. So, I kind of did in solidarity. And as I recorded the flag burning, I left it pretty much silent, and I just scrolled the constitutional violations that he's done already through his executive orders and such. And then I also listed his authoritarian rhetoric and actions that he's already taken. So, so it's been pretty bad. And I just found I need to double check it because I became an academic. So like I'm an anthropologist, so I'm all about research and all about corroborating the research and such. So I did find a website though that is actually the Project 2025 tracker, which Project 2025 is an over 900 page book, pretty much laying out creating a Trump government. And he's about halfway there, but I need to double check and make sure how accurate it is. But my family, most are okay. Some think it's a little ridiculous, the things that I say or do when it comes to politics. They don't know why I do it. There's been a few that I've actually during Trump's first term, I completely wrote off. So I haven't talked to them since Trump's first term. Some I wrote off during the election. And that's the other thing too, is over here that he's created is, back in the day, I loved when I didn't agree with people and my friends and family. I loved it. I loved to debate. I love having these conversations because at the end of the day, it used to be that, we wanted the same thing. We wanted the best for America. And nowadays, the combination of willingness to accept what he's doing and ignorance to what he's doing is exactly. And that's the thing. You're not just debating how things are getting done. You're actually debating worldviews. And, again, as an anthropologist, my worldview is world-based. It's recognizing the other societies in the world, recognizing that we are a melting pot. As Americans, we're supposed to be, like, by design. Our country is designed to take in people from all over the world. Our country, by design, understands that those people are going to be in the minority. So by design, we give them a voice deliberately to make sure that they can be here and that they can still have a voice and be represented, because that's what we want. We want dissenting opinions. We want other cultures here. We want all this by design. And yet now it's suddenly shifted where we have the person in power literally calling these people, or saying that these people are, quote, poisoning the blood of our country. And I'm like, that sounds an awful lot like a certain other person. So I started to do, during his first term, I tried not to compare him to a real life he who must not be named. I tried not to compare him. Because, again, the sensationalism and, you know, again, throwing around the fascism term, all that stuff. I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I see some of the signs, but you know what? I'm not going to do it. And then now, the things he's been doing, I'm like, since January 6th, actually. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's... So again, it's not the level of Hitler, but the issue is, I mean, it's... The warning signs are there of what we're running into, you know, because, you know, we're actually running into where at least we're going to have an authoritarian government. It might not be to the level of genocide like Hitler, but he is following the same playbook that Hitler did. I mean, yeah, I know. Because that was the thing too, because I remember, because I minored in Judaic studies as well. So by default, I have to study World War II at some point. You know, by default, I have to know about the Holocaust. And so I started going down the rabbit hole of, you know, because one thing I was thinking is like, you know, I know obviously the psychological effects of group dynamics and things like that, but I was like, how in the hell did he convince a whole nation to blindly follow all this and be okay with it, right? I was like, because this is, like, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to swear, batshit crazy. Like, how the hell did he do that? And so I looked it up, and, you know, a lot of times what people asked, you know, they even asked people who were literally active members, too, of the Nazi party who didn't share, you know, maybe even, you know, eventually those kind of views. And they're like, well, how did you let this happen? Or why did you actively participate in this? And they said, well, you know, it was one little thing. And then eventually it was too late. You know, it was just like little nuggets here and there. And, you know, it just, the line kept moving, right? The line that you won't cross. It just, yeah, he kind of would get to it. And then, you know, well, it's for the good of the nation. Okay, let's make that exception. Let's move the line just a little bit. And then he would do another thing. So I'm like, crap. And then now I'm seeing it in real time, in real life. And I'm like, so I understood, like, eventually when I listened to their arguments and when I listened to them kind of plead their case, I was like, okay, I did understand it. Again, I was thinking, like, I don't know if rationally I could have that happen. But then eventually, because what's happening right now, I'm like, holy shit. And again, the similarities are nuts. Like the beer house putsch, I think is what they called it. I'm terrible with terminologies and stuff right now because it's not late, but I am tired. But you know, that compared to the January 6th insurrection, again, poisoning the blood of the country, calling opponents vile creatures, the rhetoric, you know, that he uses, very similar. And honestly, I think, I mean, even the similarity between coming to power, right? You know, he ended up basically taking over because the other guy was meek, right? And old. And arguably, Harris didn't really have a lot to work with. She had 107 days to win a presidency that normally you're campaigning for a year, if not more, right? So it's like, that's similar, because, you know, with Biden causing that kind of void. And I mean, it's, and then look, like right now too, like our government's shut down. You know, our federal government's shut down because they're just gutting things. And again, they're using the scapegoat of immigrants. And I'm like, guys. And what drives me the most insane about living in this country is we are like the most connected generation in the world, or ever, like the most connected generation ever. literally you can fact check somebody within 5 seconds of them saying something. So why is it that in this world that we live in, where literally within 5 seconds you can find a corroboration or proof of denial on anything anybody says, yet when they try to stem the whole like, oh, we're cutting Medicaid funding because we're trying to get the illegal immigrants off of Medicaid because they're just draining the system. And I'm like, okay, again, a 5-second search will refer you to the official government website, which, by the way, as members of Congress, you are members of the government that I access the site of. And right there, it shows that, like, yeah, are you gonna, two things. One, Medicaid only for illegal immigrants, or actually most immigrants, honestly, depending on their status, don't qualify for Medicaid, except in emergency cases if they don't have insurance. And another quick search also says that accounts for 0.4% of Medicaid. 0.4% of Medicaid spending, and you're going to slash it because of all the illegal immigrants that are draining the Medicaid system. And number two with that, what you're going to also say with that whole Medicaid thing, you do realize that EMTALA still exists, which was the law that was passed during the Reagan era that basically said, hey, it doesn't matter if somebody has insurance or not, you got to treat them if it's an emergency case, period. Doesn't matter. Worry about the payment later, pretty much is what they're saying, because they were worried that people might literally die waiting to verify if your insurance would work, right? So EMTALA is like, hey, we got to treat, if it's an emergency case, you treat it regardless of what's going on. So let's think about this. Illegal immigrant comes in, emergency case, they have to treat them no matter what, even though they're not going to get paid for it, because now Medicaid doesn't reimburse. So how's that going to go through then? Well, let's think. Well, if I'm a business, because here in America, healthcare is a great capitalist industry to get involved in. Yes, let's make healthcare capitalist again. Perfect. Love that. Love being a dollar sign if I have cancer. Yay. But let's look at it then as a business. If I'm getting a loss from a customer who doesn't pay, what do I do? Do I just say, well, I'm screwed and I'm not going to get that money back? No, I'm going to pass that on to the next customer if I'm not getting paid. So what's going to happen to all the other healthcare costs of the people who are these legal, law-abiding citizens? We're going to have to pay more money now because you have said that illegal immigrants are draining our system. Yay. Love that. It's ridiculous. It's atrocious. And I also love that we're supposed to be the most prosperous nation in the entire world, and yet we literally are the only developed nation, pretty much the only developed nation that doesn't at least have some form of universal health care. It's awful. And I really hate that they make healthcare a capitalist industry here. It's absolutely abysmal. Like, I'm sorry, but human life, like basic human life, should not have a dollar sign attached to it. I mean, I grew up watching Star Trek, though, so I don't believe in currency anyway. But you know what? Overall, though, the point is, at the end of the day, they're using illegal immigrants over here in America as the catch-all scapegoat. It's... and what I hate over here too is again, we're an individualistic society, and that's another reason why I don't think I belong in America. Sometimes we're a very individualistic society. We don't believe in the collective. We don't believe in. I mean, we make these feel-good articles about raising other people up and all this good stuff. No. At the end of the day, there's a reason why we try to make sure that we say that co-sleeping is bad. for babies. There's a reason why we make sure that, when babies are teething or whatnot, we don't coddle them. We're supposed to just let them kind of self-soothe and all that good stuff over here. We're very individualistic. We ingrain in you that you need to rely on yourself and only yourself. And that also translates into why help others, Yeah, exactly. And what's also nuts about it is we so vehemently fight anything that collectively helps the whole. Like I saw it this way. Somebody, and I don't believe this is a complete generalization with our parties over here. We have Republicans and we have Democrats, and somebody made this argument. And again, I feel that this is a complete generalization. Now, I will say that this does apply to, I call them Trumplicans. They're not actually Republican, because Republicans, I can get along with Republicans. It's people who follow Trump, and I call them Trumplicans because they are not Republicans, because again, they're following an authoritarian dictator. But point is, somebody made the argument that when addressing issues, Republicans will make sure to stop something if even one person abuses the system. Democrats, they'll stop feeding the 100 if one abuses the system. Democrats, however, will feed the 101 in spite of the one scamming the system. And again, that's a complete generalization. I don't agree with it necessarily, but that's kind of where we are at in terms of mentalities here. It's like, for me, for instance, when I was younger, I had food stamps like once, like our bridge card, our SNAP card, our food assistance. I did have it for a little bit. I grew up very poor. But then, eventually I stopped. So like if I ever didn't have a job, I did not try to collect unemployment normally. It was only until recently that I would collect even bothered collecting unemployment. Because I don't believe in taking myself. I don't believe in me taking from the government if I can try to manage without getting that assistance, even though I've paid into some of it. Right. But point is I still believed in those programs because I believed in, hey, if I got to pay a few extra bucks on my taxes per year so somebody can eat, great. If I have to pay a few extra bucks so somebody has free access to the internet, their library, to find a job, awesome. Love it. I don't mind paying extra, because overall, at the end, if I think about it this way, like if we had universal health care here, yeah, sure, I'm going to have to pay 37% in taxes, right? I'm going to have to pay a lot more in taxes. But then again, if I need to go get an MRI, how much more am I spending? And how much am I spending per month on healthcare anyway? That's where my thought process is. It's like, yeah, it looks like you're paying a lot more, but are you really? Because now you're all collectively coming together to pay for that. And it's just, I don't know. But again, that's the thing. Like, if somebody abuses the system, the way I look at it is that's possibly a flaw with the system, but it doesn't mean shut down the whole system or burn it down or anything, or make it more restrictive just because somebody found a way to skirt it. You know what I mean? Like, no, like plug up the holes. Yeah, when you can. But at the end of the day, it's like, no, it's still a necessary program. And if it does mean that a couple people are going to be able to skirt by, then a couple people skirt by. Because again, the other thing too is, again, we're talking about, like, for instance, abusing the whole Medicaid with the illegal immigrants. 0.4% of the entire budget that they spend is on that emergency care. Like, you're really telling me that a paltry 0.4% you're going to worry about when it's help? So you're literally going to affect the lives of 99.6% of everybody else that's on that just because of that 0.4%. And then, not to even mention the fact that, again, you're basically implying that illegal immigrants don't deserve health care, emergency health care even. I'm like, how freaking cold can you be, right? See, and that's the thing, like, you know, as I also think about it this way. If that person is living off of welfare, yeah, sure, the taxpayers are paying that, but it's like they're paying the money right back in to the economy. So it's like, in the grand scheme of things, is it really hurting anybody? You know? And, you know, again, it's one of those things where we focus so much here. Like, I mean, that's one of our first questions here in America is, what do you do? Like, what do you do for a living? Like, when you first meet somebody, oh yeah, what do you do for a living? And it's like, why is that the first thing that we ask? Like, why is that? Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just saying, like, you know, some people can skirt by the system, and like, for here again, the immigrants are the quote unquote devil, right? You know, right now. But it's like, but again, it's like, you're worried about 0.4% over here, when you should be saying, okay, how do we make our system more efficient for the other 99.6% then? Like, that's what we should be actually looking into. Not how do we cut off the 0.4%? How do we mainstream this to make it better, so that way the loss, the whole 0.4%, that should be an acceptable loss. You know, that should be an acceptable loss. 0.4% of people abusing the system should be an acceptable loss, in my opinion, because look at how many other people it helps. There's going to be so many people that are losing their Medicaid. There are countless other people who now are having to seriously debate even having healthcare, because there's been some bills that I've seen that, like, they're going to double the healthcare costs. Like, they're going to double their insurance premiums over all this. It's like, it's nuts. And I've also seen too, it's very corrupt, the billing system too, because, like, for instance, I'll put it this way. I won't name the clinic, but my ex-wife and I, when we had our last child, I guess something happened, like my ex-wife filed the paperwork for the insurance like a week late or something like that. So it was like a month that she wasn't covered and we didn't know it. So we had taken her in for her first, like, checkup and stuff, and they go to bill the insurance, and the insurance had denied it. So they had sent us the bill because they were like, hey, it's not, you know, working. And that visit, and there was a couple shots involved, and, you know, general well visit and stuff. It was like $300 something, I think, like $360. And I'm like, holy crap, that's expensive as hell. I'm like, oh, we're gonna have to pay that? Like, damn. Like, eventually we did find out what the issue was, and you know, we ended up telling them and saying, hey, we found out, you know, we don't have insurance, so we're gonna have to do that. Do we have to set up a payment plan or anything? They're like, oh, okay, well, hold on, let's go ahead and we'll see how much it is then. And then they didn't. It was only like $50 or something. I'm like, well, we had the bill though. It was like, gonna be like $360. Like, oh, well, yeah, that's if you have insurance. And I'm like, so wait. First of all, yeah, cool, $50, great. Here's the $50. But then I'm also thinking, I'm like, but if I had insurance, you're basically gonna gouge my insurance. That ain't cool either. Like, no wonder why insurance premiums are so high, because you charge them so much. It's a whole weird thing. Yeah, see, here's the thing. I vehemently do not believe in armed conflict. Not that I, you know, hadn't prepared for it at one point or another. I actually used to be like a armed security guard and a PI, and, you know, I used to have a CPL and or a license to carry and all that good stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, I remember one thing I mentioned to my daughter, because my daughter had asked one time when I was getting ready, I was in my uniform, and of course I had my pew pew on the side of me, and she actually asked, you know, hey, you know, why do you carry that? And I looked at her, I said, you know, when I carry out in the open, when I'm a security guard, I said, so I never have to use it, because I never ever want to. Because the other thing I would carry with me, I'd carry my handcuffs. I would carry, if it was allowed, I would carry a club of some sort. I carried mace. I carried, we were trying to get me certified for a taser. I'm like, I need to do everything to never need that, because I do not want any sort of revolt or violence or anything like that. But I think the issue is over here, again, it goes back to, like I said, where we have it to where if somebody says something, we can verify what they say within 5 seconds with a quick Google search. But the problem with that is people aren't doing it. So, like, you know, for instance, with again, the whole Medicaid illegal immigrant stuff, like, we can look it up within 5 seconds and see that only 0.4% of illegal immigrants get any sort of Medicaid coverage, and that's only for emergency services. Okay. We can see the dollar amount. We can see all that good stuff. We can look all that stuff up. It's very easy to do. Very easy to verify. When Trump lies, which is every time, it's very easy to verify. And that's the other thing, too, is he's using the typical authoritarian tactic, too, where he's got so much flying at us at once that's just like, oh, my God, our resources are going to be stretched thin, right? Like, we can't verify all of this. There's lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. You get fatigued and you get bogged down and eventually you just give up, right? But again, if it only takes me 5 seconds to verify that you are a freaking liar, why is this so effective these days? Back in the day, sure, because it was exhausting having to verify all this information all the time. Nowadays, how is it exhausting? All of his lies that he's told within the last 10 years, I could probably address and get completely researched within a couple hours. Well, I don't know. Trump, though, kind of takes the cake for lying. So it might take longer than that. But the point is like, you can do it so quickly and so efficiently, and yet people just accept what he says as gospel. And I'm like, people, it's not even that hard to wake up, because all you have to do is type in Google, is he lying? Almost. Like, I'm thinking at this point, Google would even know what you're talking about when you just type, is he lying? And they're just gonna be like, yes, he is. Which lie are you asking about? Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, he's talking about, like, completely ridiculous things, like, oh, we're gonna take Greenland, you know, all this stuff. And or like, this is the other thing that baffles me. The one thing, and again, I don't even know how much to give him credit for, but the whole ceasefire, he helped negotiate the ceasefire. Great. Finally, something that I can say, you know what, my president helped accomplish and actually did, instead of us being the freaking laughingstock of the entire planet. And, you know, if ET really is out there, then the freaking universe, if they're watching our broadcasts. But freaking, where was I going with this? But yeah, so like right after the ceasefire, within 48 hours, I think it was, he goes right back and he's like, hey guys, you have to completely disarm or we're going to fuck your shit up. I'm like, dude, you literally were trying to argue that you deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. And then within 48 hours of you helping secure a ceasefire, you threaten war with one of the members of that ceasefire. Why? Like, why? Israel. It was Israel Gaza, or Israel Hamas. Not Ukraine. No, not Ukraine. Because that would mean helping Putin, or not helping Putin. Yeah, and that was the other thing too. Like, you can even just see the difference too. Like, you know, with Zelensky versus Putin. Zelensky comes to visit. I mean, he's, I wouldn't say he's treated like a second-class citizen, but it's like, yeah, he comes and makes a visit and whatever. Putin comes, he literally rolls out a freaking red carpet for the man. Like, do you, like, it's just out in the open. Like, he literally, at this point, at this point, Trump literally is just, I mean, the longer we go, the more out in the open he's becoming that he's a dictator. And again, we can look this stuff up and verify, and you know, and all these people are like, oh, he's not, da, da, da. I'm like, he literally is talking about at the freaking White House gift shop, there are Trump 2028 hats. he can't run for a third term, people. And it's like, oh yeah, that's supposed to be a joke. Like, no, it's not a joke. Because him even running for president in the first place was a freaking joke. Him running again for president in the first place was a joke. And all of this we thought was a joke. And then he was serious. And we were like, oh crap. We should have taken him more seriously. So no, that's not a joke. He plans to keep power. And he keeps talking about oh my gosh. He's basically talking about martial law. And even like, because again, it's written in our freaking, like, it's written in the contingencies. Like, if we're at war, the president can be like, nah, we're not going to have an election. We're at war. Like, oh my gosh, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. And people are like, no, it's funny. And this is great. And he's such a great president. I'm like, and they're like, oh, presidents, blah, 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 or dictators don't do this, da, 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 yada, yada, yada. But yeah, no, Eisenhower, you talking about third term? There was, it happened a very few times. I think it was it FDR? Yeah, it was FDR that had 3 terms. And I think it might have been, who was it that kind of said that, no, we need to be a 2-term. Well, there was 2. Because Eisenhower was general. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was FDR. And then finishing it up was Truman. Because FDR, I believe, passed. Yeah, FDR had passed in office. But yeah, FDR had served 3 terms. And then, after that, they changed it to where it can only be 2 terms. But then there's also again a loophole where, again, if we're actively at war, we could, he can basically say that we can't hold an election right now because we're at war. I was supposed to be playing this game and I'm going on a rant, but yeah, and that's the problem. But that's the reason why our government is shut down right now, because that's one thing is Democrats are kind of putting their foot down, and and everybody over here again is like, they call it the Schumer shutdown because the Democrats are blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you guys realize that they're actually using the system how it's meant to work? Like, it is meant to work to where the minority can have power still. Like, the minority should have power still because their voice needs to be heard. And having this enacted forces compromise, because that's the whole point. Yeah, well, okay. So he keeps saying that this has nothing to do with the Epstein files. But yes, he is refusing to basically hold session. And he keeps arguing, oh, it's because the government's shut down, so we have nothing to do. Because right now it's up to the Senate. The Senate has to agree. And that's it. The House has already done their thing. But no, yeah, at the end of the day, for instance, the military getting paid. They can hold a session and say, hey, we can open up some funding even during the shutdown to pay our military. Well, the problem with that is right now, yeah, somebody will have a resolution ready to go to swear in. I can't remember her name off the top of my head right now because I'm horrible with names. But the Arizona Congresswoman. Because she has already said that once she gets sworn in, she will vote to release the Epstein files. So yeah, if they hold session, the Epstein files are getting released. And the thing is that is crazy to me though is like, okay, Trump, like, I think at the end of the day, he knows that we all know that he's in there. I mean, come on. That's the other thing. Like, your lies are so obvious. They're so freaking obvious. Why do you keep doing them? But the point is, he's the president right now. Like, they can attempt to impeach him over it. But at the end of the day, he literally cannot be arrested as president. That's in our Constitution. That's the reason why, though, I tell people, I'm like, that's one of the reasons why he wanted to run again, because he knew that they were going to be putting him in jail for his freaking federal prosecutions that he's had. And again, as sitting president, you can't arrest him and put him in jail. There's protection against that. So, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if the files are released, nothing's going to happen. And that's the problem. It's like, I don't know. The entire system's terrible, and the entire system needs a lot of work. The problem is a lot of what Trump has done, and this is what really scares me, is the system working as intended for some of it. And showing just how easy we can slip into authoritarianism. It's crazy. But, you know, it is what it is. All right. Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing is, you know, creating this kind of point of the other. And it's like, yeah, it used to be like, you know, when you know, Congress would get together, you had two differing ideologies that would come together and figure out a compromise that would help the most American people, right? And that's usually how it was. It was, hey, you know, I'm a Republican, therefore I'm fiscally conservative and blah, 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 and law and order and da-da-da-da. Okay, well, I'm a Democrat. I, you know, believe in more social programs and blah, 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 this and that and the other. Okay, great. Well, Republicans would be like, well, we need this or that. And Democrats are like, yeah, that's cutting a little too much. Well, okay. Well, what if we did this? You know, and they would come up with a compromise where everybody can at least have some sort of victory out of it. We don't have that anymore because that's what he wants. Because at the end of the day, it needs to eventually be you're either with Trump or against Trump. So, but yeah. But okay, let's go ahead and give this a try. Because I'm getting close to the hour and a half mark, which means I'm probably going to take a short break here in a little bit. But let's go ahead and see what we can come up with here. Do I want to deceive or do I want to persuade? Let's think about this. I've got my kitty looking for attention. Hi, kitty. I finally got my kitty back. I haven't had my kitty was with my ex-wife for a while since the divorce because I haven't had a real like stable place for her to be. Oh, here she comes. Oh, there she is. Okay. And so now she's back. Took a couple days because she was a little ticked off, probably because I smelled like the other cats that are here. But yeah. Yeah, kitty, I love this, but right now is not a good time because I'm about to go into either a really awesome persuasion where I don't have to fight this thing, or a battle that I possibly could just completely wipe on. And it's very... Yeah, she is. She is absolutely. She's a very sweet kitty. Hi, baby. And now she's sitting on my chest. All right, I think I'm going to go for a persuasion check. 21. That's not going to be good. Oh, this is going to go bad. I already know it.
I do not need.
I did not mean to do that. Totally forgot how this works. Examine. Weak to psychic, okay. Oh boy, what do I do here? Do I have a scroll that does psychic damage? That's the question. I did not mean to continue. I meant to actually. Oh, this is not going to go well for me. Screw it. Wow, that sucks.
There's blood in the air.
Oh man. The best voice actor around? Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's definitely a debatable topic. I would say, I mean, I really like Steve Bloom. Is great just because I like him as a person too. But yeah, I mean, overall, why can't I reach this destination? How's... Dude, I can literally see it. Target too far. Can't reach destination. Can't reach. Okay. Why can't you reach what? All right. Well, I guess I'll try this. Okay. Let's see, what can we come up with here for these guys? Screw it. Let's do range attack. That'll work. But yeah, I like Steve Bloom. Neil Newbin, who is of course Astarion, I love him. He's great. Actually, all the voice actors in this game are awesome. Well, what do I want to do here? Because I got to get up there. I did not plan this out because I didn't expect this to happen because I was going to try to talk her into this. See, here's the issue is it... Like, I know that there's something here. I'm going to switch to this. No. See, this is the issue with this game, though. It's like, I could literally jump up here if it would just make it happen on the screen. Like, I don't understand. See, I need to jump up here. There is a space here that I can jump up to. All right, maybe if I use my mouse instead. What if I use my mouse? Nope. So I'm literally getting screwed right now because of the camera. That's the only gripe that I have about Baldur's Gate 3 is the camera sometimes, because it's like I have all these guys up here that I could be attacking and doing something with, but instead I don't have a way to do it because frickin' you wanna... Wait, this is just so... See, like, path is interrupted. It wouldn't be.
Handy.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Can't even catch my breath.
See, that's the thing. Like, I could literally jump right here. I could jump right here. But because of the camera angles, you know? It's like, come on. Like, how do I force this to work? Hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. Oh, shit. I did not mean... Hit the wrong button. Oh, great. Well, that's that. Or I could end up just booking it out of here, I think. We'll do what we can, but then we're gonna end up bolting out of here. I mean, with a car like that, there's no way I can win this fight. I cannot believe I did that, though. That makes me so angry at myself. I cannot believe I skipped that turn. If I can just get one skull out before these guys die, that'd be great. Okay, well...
Best be on my way.
Because why not?
Won't last much longer like this.
Let's give that a try. Yeah, there goes Wyll. I don't understand. I don't understand why you get so many turns like that. Like, that's not right at all. Alright, here's to hoping we get one of these guys out. Of course. Of course we're going to do that, right? There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and throw... You know, I could bust out my iron flask on this one. I'm not gonna, though. That's not a good idea. I am, however, going to take one of these guys. Let's split that to one. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I'm working on it. Working on it. Oh, man, I wish that wasn't in fire. Can I reach? Can I get here? Oh, yes. Cool. So let's see if I can try to do this.
Battle favors the fearless.
I don't know why I'm doing this, but hey, we'll see what happens, right?
Time to kill.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even think about that. Yo, he did. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, I don't know why they went up there in the first place, but okay. Nice. Well,
Don't bleed out on me.
Did you?
okay. So I got 10 turns of Sanctuary just in case.
Gods, it's hot in here.
All right, I've got my bonus action. Do I heal myself or do I rage? We're going to risk it and rage. Damn. Okay. Oh, nice. All right. Potions. All right, whatever. All right, what is going on here? Why is this glitched out?
This is all your fault. No holding back.
Oh, don't... No, I am not going to let this ruin my entire turn. This is stupid. You got to be kidding me, right? You're kidding me, right? That I can't... You're like legit kidding me. Don't do this to me, Larian. Come on.
Where do I go from here? Battle favors the fearless.
Okay, finally. Oh, that would have sucked. Screw it. Oh man, that was pretty scary. Cool. That'll do.
This feels good.
All right, let's see. You missed on a 90% chance. That's a little better. Yeah.
This isn't good.
All right, so here's what I need to figure out. Now, let's just move right here. Okay. Let's give it a little try. Are you serious?
Curse now. Perhaps you'll find peace.
I mean, that... Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Can I go down there, though? Oh.
Nice little nap.
Did I just miss out on all that? Oh, shoot. I think I just missed out on all that gold. Didn't I? I did. Oh, poo. Well, at least I got the experience. Yeah, there's no way down there, is there? See, it doesn't look that deep, though. That's what's weird. She had so much gold on her too. Better than nothing, I guess. Let's see what we got up here then. Oh yeah, and she had that signed trade visa too. Pooh.
What's on your mind?
Oh well, at least I got some gold. It's better than no gold. Right? Man, why not?
Don't touch me.
Soldier.
Let's try to force it open. Why not? Nice.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Alright, well.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
Oh, for a skeleton key. Wow, Astarian, you rolled a nat 1. Are you serious right now? Ooh, you're slipping, bro.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Something over there.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, you know what? Let's see.
Keep a blade close. Never a dull moment.
Ooh, excuse me.
Careful.
I bite. Yeah, screw it.
Feeling fresh?
I'm gonna be leaving soon, or taking another long rest at some point soon anyway, right? Yeah, might as well pick this stuff up. I can always sell this. Never thought about that. Can I attack this? I guess not. Nice. I like that. Do like a scroll of banishment. I am a little sad though. I cannot believe I did that though. I should have thought that through. I mean, great for the XP, but sucks that I had to miss out on all that extra gold that she had. But at least there's gold in other places, right? and close to sell. You know, cool stuff. Cool stuff. I can't believe that's too high. Oh boy. Well, at least I got the experience, right? Just sucks that it turned out. I mean, that was going to be a hard one anyways, I think. But it is what it is. At least I got one of the thorns out of the way.
That might be worth a look.
Seized inventory.
Well, get it.
Trust no one.
I didn't even think about that. Like, no? Okay. Maybe I should probably examine them.
Let's get going. Something over there. Someone there.
Worth it.
Should be easy.
Yeah, better be easy. Oh boy. I go to Karlak, why not? Hey man, with how much these are, I can't. How is it that I can't reach that? It's literally right there. Okay.
I'll just help myself.
Yeah, right. What's up, guys? Got some good stuff. We're good. Good stuff.
a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Well, that went better than I thought it would. Not great. A little sad that I kicked. Like, it looks like you could go down there. It's really frustrating, but that's okay. It is what it is. That's life, as they say. So I think I got pretty much everything in here. Well, not everything. There's that one safe that I didn't open, I guess, yet. If I recall correctly. But that's okay. Now here's my only thing is I'm trying to think if
Dark justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Ketheric.
I think Moonrise is all completely bad. We should be okay.
Something over there. Is that Growler? I thought he had better sense than this. Keep them guessing.
All right. How do we want to play this? This should just shadow people. I got this.
Two steps at a time.
Oh, you saved? Oh, well. Still did 6. That's not bad.
In position.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Time to press ahead.
Oh, I forget. I should have Spirit Guardians, right? Yeah, why not? I'm gonna be long rested anyways. Nice. Good job, Roland.
Forever dauntless. Making my move.
Zooming in. I don't know why I was doing that, but okay. There we go.
Damn it all! I can do nothing right! Not a damn thing! I'm supposed to be saving Cal and Leah.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't do very well.
Instead, I found myself cornered by shadow fiends and in need of rescue.
Yeah, a little bit.
From you, of all bloody people.
Well, I got a lot of drop frames today. That's weird. Why is it today? You know what? I think it's because I have too many things open. Yeah, I might have to disable one or two of my plugins. That's probably what's happening. Anyway.
Or not hard enough. I failed Cal and Leah again. Be on your way. I'll return to Last Light. I know when I'm outmatched.
You'll get there, buddy. You'll get there. I don't know why I did that. All right, let's start.
Delicious. A crooked touch.
Crooked touch. I mean... Oh, there we go. Let's give that to Grugan. Alright, Grugan. I'm going to end up giving you that in a minute here after I lockpick this little traveler's chest.
Looking ahead.
Alright, buddy. Let's give you a shield. There we go. That's better. Armor class 18. I like it. You know what I haven't done? Alchemy. It's one thing I haven't done enough. Yeah, always potion of healing. Always. Yes, please. Got 2. Okay. Feel a little better. We did some stuff and some things, so that's good. Saved my buddy. All right, let's go to camp. Do a little long rest after that. What up, Astarion?
The way she leered at me.
Oh,
The
yeah.
blood merchant. I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Like me. Not like me at all. I was being too precious, wasn't I? We could have used her potion. A moment of unpleasantry doesn't matter if there's a fine reward. I should have just gritted my teeth as always and let her have me. Why? I'm simply trying to be realistic. There's nothing more desirable in the world than a vampire. And when you've been through all I have, you damn well are going to fight with what few assets the gods give you. But a part of me feels sick when I think about getting on my back for breadcrumbs again. I had nothing at all for so long. Not even my body. That was owned by Cazador. To be sent out to tempt fools into his palace.
Oh boy,
I
yeah.
have bedded thousands of people. Half of them I barely remember. Most of them didn't even grant me temporary bliss. It should have been so easy to let the drow use me for her fantasy, but perhaps, you showed me I have enough strength. I don't need to.
Right on, Astarion.
It isn't worth the scars anymore.
I was hoping to speak to you, as a matter of fact, about the night you were kind enough to keep this melancholy wizard company. I wanted to thank you. I was sinking into a dark place, but you reminded me there is still light in the world, if I should care to look for it. You may well have prevented me from doing something very rash in the near future.
Yeah.
I count myself lucky to call you a friend. I'm glad to hear it. And I intend to prove myself worthy of the sentiment. Thought you would show me the respect of telling me first, but no matter.
What?
You can tell me now. Who is it to be? Me or him? Not for me to stand in your way, then.
Sorry.
I won't leave. Not unless you want me to, or until fate forces my hand. If your friendship is all we have, and I'm lucky to have met you.
We never even had anything, so I'm not understanding how that happened. I was just being a friend. Let me talk to Wyll and make sure. Like,
In my years as the Blade, I've witnessed countless cruelties, faced unimaginable evil. But Thorm, he is made of pure. And lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1 destination. My favorite subject.
yeah.
Ah. How to answer a question with so many layers as that? You are the red of the sunrise, the yellow of high noon, and the orange of sundown. If you were a song, I'd never stop singing. If you were a psalm,
I remember I
you'd be a
already
damn
listened
fun
to this.
dance partner too.
Oh, so cute. Jeez, they take a while. They just stare at each other, huh? Boy. All right. All right, we are out of supplies. We'll have to restock. It's okay, though. We'll figure it out. We got money. Yeah, I don't get why Larian keeps failing like that. It's weird. Very strange indeed. Okay, so Karlak and Wyll are right there. Cool. All right. Well, folks, here's the deal. I'm going to take a short little break. Get myself something to drink. And, ooh, I got a decent amount of gold still out of that. Get myself a little bit of a drink. Get my snacks restocked here. I might be in it for the long haul tonight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, I'm going to take a short break. Probably back in about 10 minutes. And we'll get moving again. But until then, thanks for everybody for watching. If you haven't done so already, though, this is obviously, as you can see, I'm in my Act 2 playthrough. But if you want to watch the other stuff, I don't think all of it's on Twitch anymore. But if you head over to my YouTube, which is, let's do it that way. Right up there. It's just youtube.com/@James-Schofield. That's it, James-Schofield. You can check it out over there. I've got a playlist of all the live streams that I've been doing since day 1 of me playing this honor mode run that I've been doing. And you can check out kind of the progress of Grugan Shattershield. I think most of them I put in chapters even, so you can kind of skip through and get all the information of the story so far. But yeah, beyond that, thanks for watching so far, and really looking forward to playing a little bit more. I shall return momentarily. We are back at it. Play some more play some more Baldur's Gate 3. Got my little snacks. Oh, it's blocking it, but pretzels. Kind of see it. Peanut butter filled pretzels. And my yummy energy drink. Oh yeah. I don't know why I'm drinking that, because it's almost, yeah, it's midnight. I am drinking an energy drink at midnight. Not a good idea, but hey, I felt like doing it, so it's all good. I will say though, this is a great cheapy microphone. I think I spent like 10 or 15 bucks on it total. I mean, the windscreen was, I think, more expensive. But this mic is great for the price. Let me actually take a quick look. Actually, I want to see how much this thing was, because I don't remember anymore. Let's take a quick gander. Yeah, $15.90 for this microphone. That's it. And then I think the actual windscreen was another $15 though, because I bought the like official Shure version. But it's not bad. I mean, for the price, I did use it. I actually got to use it on a acoustic recording for somebody, so that was fun. And it sounded pretty darn good, if you ask me. Okay, so we are all rested up. Hey, Shadowheart.
Shah's blessings upon you. I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. You're wonderful. I was...
Perfect. Okay.
Let's get on with it.
You know, let me check your spell book really quick, too. You know what? I think I'm going to pay Withers to reclassify her, and I'm just going to start over with her. If I can remember where I have Withers, I forgot. Darn it. Not that I'm really going to need to, but I'm going to do it anyway. Hey, boy.
Thou walkest alone. Love is no domain of mine, but it... And thus thou... Fate, dost thou require a new ally? As thou...
There we go. Cool. Still cleric. Absolutely. You don't need any of that, but that's okay. Darn. That really matters. Give me one more quick second here. I gotta check it out, my kitty. All right, she's all right. Hello. Get my headphones back in. I had to check out my kitty. You know, gotta make sure my kitty's good. She's transitioning still to the new house. And there was already kitties here, so we're trying to get them introduced and acclimated to each other and such. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, here we go. Let's do stuff. Do. Continue. Yeah, definitely need that. There's any things that don't require concentration. What? Yeah, so I'm just making her into a life cleric. I just wanted to start working on her for life. Because, you know, why not? Do. You know, I'm going to do this. I don't know why. I just want to. Oh, shoot. These are all... Oh, until long rest. That's nice. Continue. All right. We might have a war here with kitties. Hold on. One of them went down there. It's kind of brave. I'm going to start playing again in a minute, but I got to listen. And we got growling. Oh yeah, it's getting loud. Kind of sounds like a minor disagreement, though. Hopefully we'll be okay. I mean, Longest Journey would be good. Yeah, why not? That's fine. This one wants to come in here so bad, but he's trying to respect her. Okay, now we got a bunch of disagreements going on, and I don't know why. both now there are two that already know each other arguing, so that's interesting. But okay. Why are they arguing? Miggy, why are you arguing, bro? Why are you both arguing? What? Why? I have no idea what these two cats are arguing about right now, but I'm watching them and I'm like, what the hell? Hey guys, why are you arguing? Okay, but what are you arguing about? And that's what you sound like. This one kind of sounds like an old ambulance. I don't know why they're arguing like that. I'm at my Cheez-Its. Because why not? No, looks like one's about to leave. Yeah, I don't understand what the disagreement is right now. Looks like they're about to go argue some more in the hallway. Oh my gosh, they are. Oh man. Anyway. Seems like that drama's over, so that's good. Okay. So, let's set out and do what we wanted to do with Shadowheart. Oh, you know what I didn't do is I did not listen in on myself at all to see how it sounds. Because I did just switch up. Because I was getting a lot of drop frames, so I switched it up a little bit. Seems like it sounds fine now. Yeah. That does not sound like a bad... Yeah, it doesn't sound terrible, right? Yeah, this actually sounds pretty good. Okay. As I give you feedback, sorry. Just wanted to see how it sounds with the other EQ on, as opposed to that. Okay, let's go ahead and set these people up after our long rest. Actually, if I sit right here, it might just be a little bit too far. Let's see. Yeah. That's okay.
Well, hello.
Well, hello. It's alright, we'll give you all aid.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Okay. And now we have level 1 spell of Longstrider, so we're going to do that now too. Oh yeah, I can only do it on one person. Darn, that would have been cool. That's okay. What I could do. Yeah. I'm not going to do it right now, but what I'm thinking I could do with her is I'll just... Maybe I'll just dump a couple, maybe I'll dump a point into Bard so I can get that Longstrider for everybody. That's a good idea. Sorry, y'all. It's snack time. Okay. Let's see. What else do I want to do here? We already did aid. We're good there. Yeah, screw it. That's fine. All right.
These things have stayed interesting.
Welcome to anybody who has come in. Thanks for joining me tonight. I am playing some honor mode right now. And hoping that everything will work out as I'm confusing myself. There we go, Will.
Well met.
Do you, or don't you mean Will
Sorry,
met?
there's no room for me.
Oh, you sound so sad.
Let's make this happen.
Great. I'm so glad you're excited, because I'm excited for you. Okay, well, we've got some things going on here. You know, I think I'm going to do is, yeah, I've got enemy dead. Create an undead servant from a corpse. I need to start utilizing that more. I need to start utilizing a lot of stuff more, to be honest. It's honor mode. You got to use every single thing you get. All right. Here we go. What do I want to do next? So I already took care of what's her face, the gold lady, although I did not get the signed trade visa, so that sucks because I kicked her into oblivion. But hey, at least I got the XP, right? I am low on camp supplies. I need some more of those. What do we want to do next, though, folks? Let's see. Still got plenty of map to explore. I already jumped the shark here in Moonrise because I yeah, I really screwed up, guys. So I went ahead and did that wisdom check on Zarel, and I mean, yeah, it was successful, but I am nowhere near ready to be taking on all of Moonrise Towers, especially because I didn't have the help of the Harpers or anything yet. I am making all the mistakes I should not be making in honor mode. I've been outmatched. I've been outgunned. It's not been a good time for Grugan. But we're going to keep going anyway. We're going to make it happen. One way or the other. No, I thought that was a chest. Darn. And here I was hoping. Okay, that's the Tollhouse. I already did that. Already got my Tollhouse cookies. Okay. Let's explore some more and see what other trouble we can get into in the Shadow Cursed Realms. Yeah, these are definitely enemies now, right? Like, Moonrise is completely against me, right? Like, I can see you. I wish I could see if you were automatically hostile, though. I guess we'll see in a second.
Carefully now.
Okay, they're just yellow. Cool.
Guards have not forgotten you killing one of their own.
Oh. Oops. Oh boy. Oops. Oh man, here we go again. Well. Oh boy. Oh, that did nice. That was nice. That was nice. I like that. Sap your strength. Oh shoot. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Call lightning, I could have recalled it. Oh my gosh. I'm making like every freaking mistake, I swear, in this run.
Shall we cut and run?
Oh boy. Somehow I pulled everybody else. Oh boy, that's not good. That's okay though. I still feel like I'm closer than that, but that's okay. We're gonna make this happen, I think. Arrows. Screw it. I mean, why not? Let's just screw it. That's okay. Everybody else has to dash, right? Good, thank God. Because that would suck. Now, might as well check these guys out, though, right? Okay, well. I don't think I've ever used these. But we're going to. Darn. Let's see. Can I guiding? Bolt reach. Yes, I can. Nice, it hit. That makes me very happy. Because why not? Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize I had that. Oh. Well. That'll work. All right. Some respectable damage. I'm cool with it.
Let's spill some blood.
Nice. Love that for me. Where's that other guy at? Where are you even at that you've been running at me? Yeah, we'll just hang out our happy selves here. Make them run to me. My goodness, they're so far away.
No choice but to keep going.
Fuck yes. Aye, aye.
All right.
Go.
Oh man, I didn't realize you were that close. Okay.
Never a dull moment.
I think we're good. Yep, there we go. Come on over. Let's do it. Cool.
Go for the throat. A better position.
Are you serious right now? We're gonna play this game, huh? Yeah, I don't know why you put your guardian in face there. Like, I'm literally not going to go over there.
Well, so much for peace.
19? I'll take it. I'll take it. Just for the heck of it. Now I gotta roll a 20 or better. At least I hope.
Watch this.
Oh my gosh. It's so ridiculous. Like, they're freaking armor, man. God, smite. Freaking smite.
Coming through.
Oops. I thought I could run up there and target him, but apparently no. Now I can't take... I'm just doing terrible in this honor mode run, I swear. This has been not good at all.
This way.
Yeah, starting. Let's do that. Oh, you... Seriously? Really? Really? See, stuff like that makes me mad. Like, 75% chance, and then you're gonna pull that crap? Like, no. No. And then both of the other ones hit, but magically the one that I was gonna use that was gonna silence them doesn't hit. Like, I know Larian doesn't do that, but it just sometimes it feels like, ah, you screwed me. And there it is, you see? Ridiculous. Then you cast that crap. See, you wouldn't have been able to cast that. You wouldn't have been able to cast that if I hadn't magically missed. It's freaking ridiculous.
Still breathing, despite everything. I won't give in.
Of course you save your... Of course you're going to pass your saving throw, because why wouldn't you pass your saving throw? Like... Freaking ridiculous. Why is it that I can't read... How? Makes no sense, but okay. You've had 4 times. 4 saving throws. 4. You've had 4 concentration saving throws. 4.
Time to push my luck again. Survival is all that matters.
Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Die. Are you serious? Are you serious? How are you passing every freaking saving throw?
No time to waste.
How?
Shall we dance?
No point.
This will do nicely.
Die.
Here I go.
That was ridiculous. I'm sorry, but that was ridiculous. How are you passing every freaking saving throw known to man? You know? I don't like it. It makes me upset. Let's see what we got here. We got chainmail. Okay. Cool. I like having an armor class of 20. That's nice.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
What are we doing here, I think? See, that sucks. Whatever.
No time to rest.
Alright, at least I'm wearing it.
Maybe I should...
Screw it.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords, and it...
The gods have not forgotten.
Okay, that was strange, but okay. It's fine. Oh, I'm just a skeleton, okay.
Finding my way.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Put him up. Close ranks.
You're serious right now? You're gonna make sure he has a turn, aren't you? Yep. That's exactly what's about to happen. You're gonna make sure he at least has one turn.
I'll catch a break.
Oh, cool. Me like that.
Familiarity radiates from one barrel amidst the cargo. Tadpoles, sleeping and scarcely aware, but echoing yours 100-fold.
There's so many. Enough for an army of mindless slaves.
Oh, it's an intelligence check. Oh well, screw it. I'll try it anyway. I don't know why I'm trying this, but I am. Oh, cool.
A pattern of blank minds, newly born. They carry only a bare shred of memory, inherited from something older. A
scary berry.
Centuries. The birth and destruction of a settlement above, forming only background noise to the dream. Until something descended down into the darkness, and the dreamer awoke.
God, I love her. She's such a good narrator.
They don't know what they are. Not yet. Unless we taught them to be something else.
That'd be cool.
The vat is still, placid. The winged serpent of the Centarim. It seems...
I still don't remember what I can do with this, but we'll send it to camp. Oh! Oh, sorry, we don't have any fire to shoot anyway. That's okay. Oh, no.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Why not steal some fire wine, right?
What to do?
What to do? Nothing good back here, right, boys? Nope. Alright, well, at least I took those people out. That was nice. Made me feel a little bit better about my life.
The guard you killed will not go unavenged.
Oops.
Macabre.
That was nice. I like that. Don't like that. Alright, well, who's dying first? And that'd be Wyll dying first. And Astarion dead.
Still on my feet.
I don't know why I did that, but I did. Oh wow, that actually hit. Nice.
On the victor's path.
I've missed this.
Oh, come on. I just want to take one out. Oh, shoot. I did not think about that. You 80% has advantage and you still miss. Like, come on. How is that? How does that make any sense? And okay, advantage. And I missed twice. It makes no freaking sense.
Blood comes easy these days.
Like, I literally just wanted to take one out before I left. Freaking bullshit. Seriously. Makes no sense. How do you have advantage twice and miss twice? That's just freaking stupid. I don't know how this skeleton's still working, but okay. There we go.
It seems you've been cornered by a comrade of the guard you killed.
What? What?
Without me, everything will be for naught.
What the hell?
The Iron
I was What? This makes no sense. What? How am I suddenly in jail? What? And our weapons are gone? Are you freaking kidding me now? So now I have no choice but to go into Moonrise? I was supposed to be killed.
I'm ready.
Screw it.
I'm all for blood, but a whole lake? That's just wasteful.
An Elithid oubliette, right beneath the towers. A colony must be close. That must be where the tadpoles are coming from.
Well, this is not what I wanted to do.
Over there.
Go. Perfect. Perfect. Wait, no, don't. You gotta be kidding me. We're gonna do this now? This is how we gotta live? Alright, fine.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Like, I'm not understanding how all this happened, but okay. How? What? Now, okay, fine. Then give it to Karlach. Like,
Come on, let's go.
oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and. Let's go and get rid of this guy. Span. Done. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, back to it. Well, this sucks, though, because they all got their weapons taken from them. So now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do there. Okay, why are we suddenly freaking out? Okay. Ain't this a bitch? Oh, there you are. I was like, where the heck is Withers?
Fate, dost thou require a new... Then thou must return with the... This is the price of balance. Well counted. By doom and dusk, I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
I need to get more stuff. I'm grossly outmatched on, like, everything. I don't even think I have a weapon for him, to be honest. Yeah, I have a hand axe. That's all I got for him.
Making me sweat.
Careful.
Oh my gosh, this is... Oh, this is not going well for me. Not going well at all. I guess there was a reason why I got all that gold. Because, yeah, now I'm screwed.
Taking my time in the shadows. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Come on, dude. There we go. Alright, well... After that setback, I think I am going to... Yeah, it's 1 a.m. I've streamed for over 3 hours. Yeah, after that little setback, I am going to go ahead and head out for the night. That was not fun. I was hoping that they killed me, but they didn't actually kill me. They just took my weapons and stuck me in a cell, so now... I have no idea how I'm going to get those weapons back right now. I'll have to try to figure something out. Because there ain't no way I'm getting back. Like, gosh, it's the paladins, man. Like, that's the only issue is, like, I feel like in Moonrise, they made the paladins a little too overpowered for the amount that they have in Moonrise. Because it's like, I swear their armor class is at least 20. I never did examine them too close, but it feels like their armor class is like 20. And that freaking, their smite is like, I don't know how, but it's way more powerful than mine ever are. There's just too many of them. You know, there's way too many of them. I don't know how I suddenly have, oh, cool. Well, let me at least do that. I do want that. What else do I want?
The pride of the gate.
Someone there?
Yeah. I need all the help I can get.
Can't give up now.
Alright. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna head out for the night. We'll see. I may end up playing again tomorrow. I do have a game I'm producing. So I'm producing a game tomorrow, so we'll see. That's supposed to go, we'll see how long the game actually goes, but who knows. But yeah, either way, point is, that sucked. I was grossly outnumbered and outgunned. But I'm hearing a bunch of random noises. That's scaring me. But anyway, thanks for everybody who did join me. And if you do want to see this and all the other playthroughs that I've been doing, I do end up uploading them over to YouTube. So if you just, what is it? Click, there it is, up there. As it cuts off my finger, up there. Yeah, so if you just go to youtube.com/ at James-Schofield, James-Schofield, you'll be able to run into me and see my other live streams and my other stuff that I do, because I do, like, product reviews and such. You can check all that out. But, thanks for everybody who came out to join, and for the people who talked to me for a little while. That was nice. That's the real reason why I do the live streams, is just to be able to talk to people. But that was, oh my gosh, that was bad. That was bad. But we'll see. Tomorrow's another day. But again, thanks everybody for joining me. And I hope you all have a great and wonderful evening.